careful.
God bless you.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing. But why are you interested in an
I've heard there's... Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit.
Perhaps you know more about that book than... Well, I'll have to disappoint you. And the one you're looking for, he left with it before I could... All I remember is the author's... I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to... But he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now.
I'll have a talk with Nick.
You think I haven't tried? But it seems I've warned him repeatedly not to... But Nickvard is old.
Still...
You say that?
I thought they were more precious.
We could have a long discussion comparing the value of But I digress. As I said, Nick, I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently.
I reckon that...
I'm surprised that he's ever... Nickvard is a loner. Now that he's decided... But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out.
I'll help you.
Many thanks.
I won't keep you any...
Good morning.
I'm looking for Nickvard.
Well, I brewed him another phial of I told him to stop by.
Did he say where?
I can't say.
Oh, come now. I need to find...
I remember the recipes by heart.
Listen, Bertha. I truly I'm in the service of whether it's Nickvard's illness, both carry equal weight when I stand by my principle.
Lord Libac's trouble, it's really quite...
So you'll tell me then?
Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better in that regard, Lord Libac had... Well, everything came...
Nickvard didn't have time...
It was in the privy down below the crone. But I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine. Lord Libac is quite particular about... That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters. Though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead. And only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there? It happened, I must say.
I don't know if this...
Well...
Thanks anyway.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
I'm here for some horse tack.
Well, only yesterday you were delivering horseshoes, and today you have your own horse? I'm amazed. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our hair, so kindly take a look at him in the stable. See you later, my friend.
Mutt!
Bloody rain.
I took a look at Herring.
And?
I'll take him.
Good. He ain't the fastest, but he'll work his little... An honest stock, too. From the... I've heard that wind is...
There are nomads.
Aye. I hear they've got horses there.
Well, useful.
Well, let's not forget about your horse. He's there in the stable.
Well, I know the basics.
That's wise. The first thing is, pet him now and again when you're in the... Actually, best do once you're mounted. He won't trot too good and he won't move too fast neither. And horses ain't stupid, mind. If you leave him standing in a trough where he can drink or maybe some pasture, so don't be surprised if you leave him alone.
All right.
And of course, the horse needs good kit. No, I've prepared some decent tack for you, so I don't get mistakes. You can tack him up.
Sure. Thanks.
It was good to see you, my friend. You silly... What'll it be?
What do you... Let's talk about the... Satisfied?
That's... Pleasure doing business. Take... care.
What am I supposed to do then? You should go and see the priest. Nobody else can help you. Oh,
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends. need my hose mended.
You shouldn't work so hard. You wear yourself out.
It's just, I don't like bouncing
Oh, excuse me.
out. But the Lord is pleased with my I observe clear best, but otherwise, I'm always on the go. I'd feel bad if I wasn't.
Admirable. I hope you keep it up. But even so, I think you should slow down a bit.
Good morning.
Do you know where I can find Nickvard?
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nick, but when I need him to read some... I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nick.
Aye, I heard you.
I can.
In that case, would you mind...
Show me. Dear mistress of the... What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get never mind. Read on.
Persevere. We shall soon... Cursed fate, however, has placed... The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel... But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something...
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough.
My...
But...
I suggested to him, but then he found what he calls the Lightbringer, so
I know the book he's talking about.
Look, can we stop?
I need help.
No!
Good to see you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Crone and maiden standing behind the gate. That was in Gable's riddle.
God bless you.
God bless.
I'm looking for Nickvard.
Hey, Nick. I suppose his task...
What do you mean?
Nick... He's a castle lord. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning. He says there's a war on.
I need to know more about what...
No.
What are you blathering?
Von Berghoff said. I told him, watch. You're a spy yourself, ain't you?
I'm not.
Ha! That's why you have to be vetted. The side that Nick Vard's on. Just say...
I'd like to.
Hold your...
Tell me what you want from me, then.
A sword.
Sword? Hmm? What sword?
A long and very good one. If you bring it to me, I'll forge one, buy one, maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During... Once...
Listen, Hurst.
Don't try any word games on me. Deeds talk...
You wanted a sword?
I don't want an
I'll think of a... I'd like to do something about...
All right.
How's this?
Look. Aye. Great. Come back anytime, friend.
A word about the price.
All right. Fine. Thank you. And... A good day to you, friend. I hope you'll be satisfied. My friend? Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
Careful.
Come on then. A ride in the fresh air will do us both a world of good.
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh no. Why? A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to rest.
One of the branches snapped and fell off. Nothing happened to the noble, but it broke his horse's back.
And that pissed him off and he wants his revenge.
He complained to the bailiff.
The Lord be with you.
You have a kind master, eh, Ducky? But I closed that door. Why is it open?
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you. Careful.
Praise God.
Careful.
Excuse me.
How did it go?
I went to see him.
About Nickvar.
Got that?
You wanted a...
That's I don't think you're a spy.
What about Nickvar?
Nickvar asked me to do something. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy, and I told him I would. But then Nickvar clutched his belly and...
That's all?
Aye. If I'll be going into war...
I'll tell him.
Take care. Greetings.
What do we have here?
Good day. What do you need?
Is there any word? Demons?
Quiet! But yes, unfortunately.
You mean horn?
Do you know any other kind? But I suppose...
You want me to get involved? At least tell me.
Ah, you know... War, bandit... The castle is the spawn of hell.
How many do you...
A lot. Certainly more. Expect at least 10.
And I've never seen it. So what needs to be...
Our cooks, Manietta and Berto, were Ossiner, the castle blacksmith, was all... The good news for now. We have to...
What did you do?
We usually accept...
Lord von Berghoff. How long did they fight? And what kind of armor was Lucifer...
And then I'm sure the question...
I'm ready. Could you arrange...
Very well. But don't... I let the guards... If anyone asks...
You said something about a priest.
We've always used either... Which one would you...
I reckon the Holy War...
If I recall, I believe you can do it. But don't make too much... Be with you.
God be with you. Keep the peace. Excuse me.
You're not permitted to be here. Halt!
No fear. I'll take that point. Show your stuff. You won't escape punishment. I surrender. Enough. Felt like doing a bit of robbery, but now you're...
Look.
What are you?
Look,
Where is...
it's like, no, they... Well, at high noon, then all of a sudden, that girl made... Aye.
Oh.
So,
Sir Otto, I reckon he sensed it. He was in danger. A band of scoundrels.
how was your...
It was well planned, I must admit.
What went wrong?
Hard to say.
That's all there was?
If you really want to know what I think.
What do you mean?
It might have come down to a single... Like I say.
Why do they call you...
It's just a nickname, of course. Once you win a few tournaments...
So you're really a high...
Indeed. I'm Bartoszek of Drahonitz. My father served
Oh, sorry.
No, there's no... A man should earn a name for himself.
You must have been...
That's simple. I was serving in the garrison in...
I see.
Depends what you mean. I'd recently... It was there Sir Otto offered me a... I'd heard of Trosky, of course. Sir Otto spared no expense to...
Sorry, but...
We each have our own path, it seems.
What?
I wouldn't go... I may come from a noble family, but we're not... And I didn't have one, so I...
You became a mercenary?
That's right. I spent more time fighting than studying...
Where did you learn to...
I've dedicated the last 5 years of...
I'd like to see...
Well, I haven't been all that far either. But unless you learn from true masters, you'll never... Fortunately, these days...
I hope to make it...
If you do, go and... He's a man of honor.
I'd like to learn...
Certainly. I like a long sword, but there's not much room for it in the... Such a hit with the pommel of a sword. Handle of... Would you like me to show...